teaching you guys. Oh God, what the heck? Hello there.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys
So
and girls
right
of the
now we
yeah,
are recording, but behind me is a Museum of Modern Art. The lights are outside and everyone always drives by it. It's I think on Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles. So it's a very famous art museum. And so I just have that in the background to give some history. And Brian has the ear because we're all listening. Listen your world. That's today is a breakthrough for me because I completed my website, listenyourworld.com, which creates games for people to actually have what they want to have in the world so that we can have peace, happiness, and love. And last week, I appreciate your acknowledgement of the game from both of you that we created by July 4th, that will have $7,200 for you guys, your family, Kitala, to come over. And sometimes when things don't work out, like people make it mean things and they get all upset and um in the whole wide world, right? When things don't go our way, we're like, damn, So in this transformation technology, we just declare like a breakdown. So we just say, I had a breakdown in having this happen by this time from what we said in our word. So so the breakdown this week is that we were going to have the pictures up and I was going to send the GoFundMe campaign out to 3 groups of people that maybe could cause $675 this week. So we're at a gap of $625. We have $50 in our first donation in, but now that the after this call, the pictures are up and Brian updated the GoFundMe so that we're all on board and that we can move forward in that. And there's nothing wrong that it didn't happen. It's just we're declaring that that was a breakdown in what we said and our word, and now we're creating newly. Sometimes there's impact, of depends what we're up to. Like the impact for me is like, okay, I wanted to get started a little earlier and like we have a week delay. So I don't know if there's any impact for you, Brian, or any impact for you, Kitala, but having a conversation about it, then we could like swish that away and then move forward on traveling in a new direction of where we are this week. Any impact for you, Kitala? Because you're in the refugee camp. So like we're in America and like we're in different situations. So what is the impact for you, Kitala? Anything?
Uh, for me, I can say that this was a challenging week for me. Yes, a challenging week because I had, of course, some of the plans that I was like planning to meet some people to talk to them about like the activities I've been doing here in the camp of empowering these youth and women. But you know, the people do not understand things at the same level, and especially where I am, and I'm used to that challenge. And that was, of course, I remember the first spirit which pushed me to do what I've done in order to make a positive impact to the lives of fellow refugees in the camp. I remember it was in 2017-18 where I went to meet a certain project manager of a big organization. It is the organization is here in the camp, but it's I think the headquarters is in America. It is called, I don't remember the name well. Yeah, so I was trying to explain to that manager that you guys, you are of course providing the services to refugees here in the camp, and we acknowledge that. But I would like you to know that as one of the refugees, we don't really feel your actions in the community.
Mm.
He told me how. No, I told him, like many refugees, they want, of course, to learn, they want to get new skills, and you are providing those skills. But unfortunately, uh, you have like 25 to 30 people, and this is for 3 years until you take another group. But
Mm,
the people are in the community are like 500 who need the service you're providing. So
mm,
what if, as a refugee, because we do have a certain activity providing skills in the community, what if you can support me because you have that ability to support the activities we are doing in the community? And instead of listening to what I'm like telling him, maybe ask, what are you doing in the community? So what the guy did as the project manager of that big organization, a very big organization, well known, he called me and we went. I didn't know what he was up to, and he called a security agent to on the gate. He was just at the gate. He told the security guy that, you know what? Do you see this person? The security said yes. Never allow him to get in again here. That was the response of that manager, that project manager.
mm.
So I could not say any word. I was, yeah, this is the world. People are different, and I just disappeared like that. I've never come back. So it was the same experience in this week that I was saying that I went to these people to explain them what I'm doing. How I would like maybe things to be done, and how we've done a lot, of course, but it was a stressful moment for me. And in short, that's what I can. It's a long story, but I can say it was not a good week for me. Yeah. It was not a good week.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is you don't really have partnership to make things better. It's just the way it is, and no one's really supporting more for the positiveness of learning for the refugees so that you can grow, like instead of just for 25 people. Like it's just
You
you're
know the problem.
Mhm.
These people, big organizations like in America, in Europe, we call who are called like donors, people supporting refugees. Huh? For them, and that's the mistake I think they've been doing for so long, and they keep repeating these mistakes. Of course, they donate not to us as refugees, which is normal, to the country, the host country, but they never come to. They do come, but when they come, they go direct to the people who are the so-called hosting us, to ask them our problems, to ask them how we are doing, which is totally wrong. Like
Right, because they're in
you
control of
have
you.
like you have a child, you are fostering a child, for example, you are fostering a child, and I'm here like in Africa, I'm supporting maybe you, Kelly. I'm supporting the child you are fostering, but the
Mhm.
support I'm sending to you, Kellyann. So how I think if I come to see you, Kellyann, we can talk about, yes, how like the child is doing, but now I must also come direct to the child, talk to the child, hear from the child what the
Yeah,
child is saying, what is going on. So the problem of these people calling themselves donors who come here, of course, we are helping refugees, we are helping refugees, but we as refugees, they don't know what we are going through.
right.
And they don't care, I don't know, because whenever they come here, they don't come to us to talk to us. What is our experience? What we are experiencing here in the camp? They just go to the people who are the so-called host, and they talk to them and they tell them, yes, these the refugees are doing well. They are fine. Everything is fine. Yes, we are giving them money. We are giving them meat. We are giving them milk. They will never tell them that they are giving us sorghum. They can't. They know we are giving them meat. We are giving them, yes, milk. Those are the realities, and we yes, we accept everything. So those are the challenges, of course, painful challenges, painful for sure.
Mm.
What's going through my head?
Because as a refugee, if I can use my skill to help another refugee like me, I commit my time, I commit my, like, of course, I've studied music production, and I have enough skill, of course. But if I can dedicate my time to share my skill, the skill I have with another fellow refugee like me, or film production or video production, it's that it's because I know what these fellow refugees are going through. I am the victim, of course, and I know what they are going through. You know. So now, if I have done what I've done with the skill I have and the knowledge, experience, and the expertise, what if these people could understand, could listen at least to what I've been doing, and they are there, of course, calling themselves that they are helping, but in reality, they are not. And instead of listening, they are blocking, even the barring, putting a barrier. So
Right.
those are the daily challenges we, and still they will tell these donors from America, from Europe, that yes, these people are doing well. Yes, everything is fine. But no, that's not the
Got it.
daily challenges we come across. And this week was a very bad time for me, but I thank God I'm alive. And yes, being alive is good.
Wow. So the breakdown occurring that,
It's 11 o'clock.
thank you, that's my time structure in LA, so I don't get lost in time. The computer tells me every 30 minutes what time it is. And so it's a little bit more of the same. People saying they're going to do something and then not fulfilling on what they say.
Or
The
completely
breakdown.
making something up. Like it sounds like it sounds as if these people are coming in who are donating, resources, or at least following up, checking in, and they're not going to the actual people who are receiving the resources, and so they can make up whatever it is they want to sound like, however they need to sound. And and I'm not clear on what this person was telling the security to deny you access to. Could you, I request, share that again, like detail, or at least, I mean, general. We don't need details. I'm unclear of how it is that you are in this community. I've been there for 13 years, run community programs, and someone comes in and is looking to stop. Like more than that, saying like you can't even come in. Like what is that all about?
Yes, like the exact problem here is like for them these host people, these nationals, for them they feel like as like a refugee founder of a community-based organization, as, as one of the refugee living among the refugees, a person who knows very, I know the problems of refugees because I'm a refugee, and based on what I'm doing, for them they feel like there is a competition. So that competition is that for them, what they are doing and what I'm doing, there is like some similarities, but you'll find that what I'm doing, let's say we are doing it better than them. So if you're doing something better than the guy who's supposed to do everything for you, and now you go to that person, you want to partner with him. What if like the big donor who donates him millions of dollars per month, per year, comes in and he finds out that yes, this refugee is doing better than this guy. I thought maybe he would do something good for this refugee. No, I have to work directly with that refugee. You see? So what if that donor decided to work directly with me? It means there is no need of having this hosts uh, being there to help me. So there is that spirit of competition. they feel like we are competing with them.
I would not call it the spirit of competition, at least not in my definition. It sounds like they're out to stomp you and keep you out because your talent tops theirs and they're supposed to be the one. That's what I heard.
Got it.
I mean,
Yeah,
this
And
spirit of
so-
competition is
yeah.
like, yo, we're all competing, not like blacklisted, like cancel. Kill you.
Yeah. And just like, and I hear that, to push you down. And also going back to the beginning of the conversation, the breakdown in terms of what we were creating, is a little bit more of the same. It's like someone saying they're going to do something and then they don't actually do what they say they're going to do. It's just kind of like a story created around what our word was. So, the impact for me is that I was feeling like upset that I couldn't share the GoFundMe and that we couldn't create the
Oh,
675
yeah,
measure.
right.
So like bringing it all around back to the similar thing that your communication was not gotten by that man at the gate or what we created. Like it's a similar pattern. So it's continuing a pattern of a circle that we're interrupting this week so that we can get closer to July 4th of $7,200 with 5 families who are sponsoring you so that you don't have to be there anymore, that you can actually make a shift in your life for your children and wife and talent. So that to sum up our breakdown this week, and that we can get the breakdown that occurs as something in different worlds, right? Like that's a tough one because it's about your life, right? And that you don't really have the freedom that we as Americans, both me and Brian do. So I acknowledge that you're here and that we're going to get closer to what we created for July 4th, which is 7,200, so that you can have 60% of the amount that you need to come here, and that our sponsors will be aligned with Florida, you coming here still, and that we're living it as a future already fulfilled. So that week that you just had doesn't matter because the future is that you're here in Florida ASAP. July 4th, hopefully we have that money. Not hopefully, we're living
Yeah.
we have it. We
Yeah.
living that we have it as a future already fulfilled. And like that's what Listen Your World is about, right? Like that ear that we're all listening big for that to happen as it's already done, like a quantum world of physics. Energy and motion, energy and motion stays in motion. So here we go. So thank you for being here. I know it's 11 o'clock at night and we had a breakdown with the internet. So like we didn't know if we were going to be able to be with you and create this episode. And like we kept trying and like we connected via WhatsApp. Thank you, sponsor WhatsApp. Woo!
Woo!
And the future field of WhatsApp and Tesla being our sponsors, that we got to actually communicate with you. And we said a prayer, Brian and I, we got to send it to you. And 1 minute later, we were connected. So yay, thank you, God, universe, all of the leaders and
amen.
nations, Jesus, Muhammad, everybody. I don't know, I just know Jesus, Muhammad. I don't know anybody else. Brian, Gandhi, Daisaku Ikeda, all the people who are listening for us to connect. So we can make a difference for the world in our little microcosm of the macrocosm. So one quick thing I wanted to know, because I found very interesting, was that you met Brian in a class that he set up. So I would love to know background of the story of Brian. What made you make a plan, and how did you ever connect to a refugee camp to get connected to Kitala so that we can have his talent
Wow, good
in
connections. Okay.
Ubuntu.
Ubuntu. Let's see this with thank you, Kellyann. Let's see, this is 2022. Hop back 2 years. All right, so friends of mine, Sean Bierman, Wendy Huffman. Let's make the difference and reclaim your power. I mean, there's a collaboration of some powerful women thinking minds, those powerful women in the world. So, with those two ladies, a number of people in Africa have gone through some personal and professional growth training and development programs. And out of those, like a network started. Some folks knew each other before, and then new friends were met. So, yeah. And we're back with the audio. So, Sean, partnering with Wendy, Let's Make the Difference. A program, there's like training. So Kitala is speaking about, the community programs. Essentially, it's like that online. And Sean, being the coach's coach, runs a number of different programs and trainings. So she asked me, hey, what do you think about training some editors, video editors? It's a win-win-win. By the third session, so I put it together, from my background, all this, that, and the other on the fly. I'm like, I don't want to train people editing. It's one small segment and it's huge, like huge. I'm like, let's do full-blown production. Like, give them all a good, bring the toy box. Like, yo, what not just playing with the truck. So from the initial group of people Sean and Wendy knew that were interested in video editing, it's accessible, really accessible. Accessible. You have the phone, computer, internet connection, right? Which is where I got excited about the remote film production. If you have a phone that records, you work with what you have, and that totally works. So that's the gist of it. And then those who knew, well, yeah, I'm like, let's fill some more, bring some more people into the class. And so we started with around 10. And it was
all in Kenya.
No. It'd be like Kenya, Zambia, and where else? Kitala. Are those the two main that I can think of? I mean, the majority of were in Kenya, and so the pilot program for the remote film production, Signature Video Labs, happened. It's documented. The pilot program is successful. Kitala, star student, showing up early, well spoken in English, respectful, polite, gets the work done, gets the job done. So my intention with
your star pupil.
yeah, I know there are some others watching or whatnot. Hey, we need leaders, and so you got 10 people, 10 leaders. Kitala, yes, on the ball. So like music production, film production, and he's there have been rumors of inspirational speaking, right? So
rumors. Oh no.
Yeah, right. Rumors. The so not okay. NGOs are non-government organizations, and there's like another term like those. I have a not a profit since since charities are non-profit. Nada, NADA in Spanish means nothing, so it's nothing profit. So it's my wordplay and fun. It's a not a profit. Anyhow, my concern with charities, NGOs, is that people who put in the resources and the money are from somewhere else, and they do not have the direct contact or really see where their money goes. So here enters Operation, it's codename Yellowbird. Essentially, with the video, all 60 seconds, no, yeah, minute and a half, because we have the poems to go through. With the program, the students who complete the program, this is my intention and vision, and it's still in play, is that I can work with them. We can work with them, so I can say, yo, this is the crew, these are my people, this is us, this is our team. So it's creating the international nonprofit news channel. and that there's transparency. So when people put in money, each week there will be the reporters, the journalists, the film producers who have gone through the program are documenting what's happening and where the money goes. So sort of like news, it's a mini doc each week, and the people who put in money can use their real name or choose a username, a code name, and that will be in the credits at the end of the video each week, so they can see directly with their eyes where their money is going, and it connects people more to the center, the hub, the source, and participation, and knowing that my money is causing this. So this is the gist of it, and here we are 2 years later, and I have a fabulous photo behind me of a fabulous Kellyann Chippendale, comedian here, actress, like superstar athlete, and fabulous Kitala with his music and film production studios with the rumors of inspirational speaking. So here's the deal, folks. We're bringing Kitala and his fam over here to the US. Lots of training, new friends, and he's taking love back home to Africa. Yet he's not staying, coming back. We're actually going to be traveling the world. That's what's up. So Kellyann has a whole like accolade of what she has done in the past, and what she's creating now is huge. And together with the three of us, this core, this triad, boom, Kellyann, I feel it. Dearly beloved, we are here today. All right, so
To get to this thing called life.
Kitala.
A magic word, life and love.
Life and love. You, Kellyann, you're okay. Kitala, is there anything, or what would you like to add? Is there anything to
Yes, I would like to add something about what Mr. BP has said. Of course, we had that team of 10 or I don't know, yes, around 10, of course, students, and we did what we had to do in order to make sure that the program is really alive. And most of us as refugees, we like this issue of film production because it helps us, like it gives us a voice. You can speak to the world, you can express yourself through music production, through film storytelling, and people will at least understand what you are going through, what you've been through. Like for me as a refugee, someone who comes from Congo, I have a lot to share with the world, and I do have that talent of writing film script writing, though don't have that much like education of scripts writing, but I can say that I was born with that ability to come up with a story, especially based on what I've been through. And what I would like to share is that among the 10 students, of course, we do have me, and we do have other two ladies. One was like I think BP knows her very well, Nanga. And I would like to talk a bit
captain of the
about
soccer team,
I would like
football team.
I would like to talk a bit about Nanga, which was also another uh,
Yep.
powerful student.
Yep.
Yeah. So you know, in our culture, where I come from in Congo, especially Mwenga, like for example, if I have like a lady that I love, like you love a lady or a girl, something like that, and maybe it comes to pass that you have like one kid or two kids without being together, something like that. For us, it is culturally in our culture it is forbidden. It is forbidden because there is something you have to do. We do have a tradition, or
what is forbidden?
I think it's yeah, like before you live together, there is a ritual you have to do.
Okay.
It's a traditional for us, tribe there. So now, when we were during that time, it was like because I was like I can say single. Do you get that point?
So you were not cohabitating, you're not living with
Yeah, and yes, because there is that tradition that we have,
I.
a ritual that we have to do, a ritual that we have to do. And before you do that ritual, you have to like there is some items and some goats. There is one goats like two. Uh, so some different items that you have to gather. You put them together, then you call the elders. They come and they do a certain ritual. After doing that, now you can be together. So one of the students was like someone that I loved before, and of course we had some like uh, kids together, but we couldn't be together because of that. I didn't do that yet. But now it was in last year, October, when now I got those items as the tradition requires, and I called the elders and we did the tradition. Now we had now to be together, and now I can say that I have now a complete uh, family, which now one BP knows her very well, which is now Nanga. It is
Man,
last year now in October.
dude, I
But
saw
before
that.
she was
I saw
living
that.
with her brother, and it
Mm.
was not easy also for me. You know? It was not easy. It's not easy, but now we have a complete family. But the BP knows very well
Look,
Nanga.
so
BP knows.
So,
Kellyann, I saw the picture. I did not know this. I saw the picture. I'm like, what? Wait, that looks like Nanga. So like the whole time,
Mm.
like this been going, this is new. Like I saw that 2 days ago, and I'm like, that's looks like her because it's not.
I
And
love
now
that you shared that.
Kitala this says, I'm like,
So
what? It's
in
like,
order for us to create the ending of this
whoa,
video,
yeah, there's a
Kanan,
speed read.
so perfect, because it could have went so many other places of the other poems. And so I'm going to just say it before this 1 minute clears out. It's called Keeping On. Sometimes I feel the power over me. The successful feeling floods through me. I know I can do it. I become very sure. I start to begin as my spirit begins to soar. I can start to see progress without a doubt in my mind, but then I can't see anymore as if I went blind. I know I can get there. The end is there in my sight. Keep it on. You are getting near the light of your destiny, your dreams crystal clear. Don't give up now, all in the name of fear. And
Wonderful.
we're gonna come back for the French because do we have
Wow.
1 minute?
We have less than a minute, probably 20 seconds, if.
Okay, so you want to come back